In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the frequently asked questions that we've been getting since we sent out our notification letters about the Midtown area rezoning. A lot of these questions are specific to one person's property, but we've been able to pull out 5 key questions that are more broad and that we think will be helpful to be able to have in a video for you to see the answers to. So you may be asking, what is the general purpose of this rezoning? Why did I get this letter in the first place? What does it mean? So the purpose of this rezoning is to open up development opportunities along the South College Avenue corridor and in the north of Northgate district. The 2 specific zoning requests that have come through are specific to the Midtown corridor district and the Midtown high density district. These 2 developments will have different development standards, so that's going to be regulations for new builds, and the intent of these are to kind of create the pattern of development similar to downtown so that we can have that along the South College corridor and it'll blend back and forth with the downtown that we already have. We're also looking to simplify some of our land use categories. So in our current standards, we have lots of detailed items like a laundromat or a personal services shop. So in the new Midtown zoning districts, we'll have more broad categories that would say retail sales and service, which is going to be able to include a lot of those smaller detailed items. So if you're concerned about a specific land use that you might have on a business, for a business in the Midtown area, then please give us a call. If you don't see it on the list, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not included. We're happy to help you understand if it's included or not. So what do you do if you don't have the land use that you have on your property right now if it's not included on the list? So the question we've been getting is, will I be grandfathered? And the majority of the time, if you have a legally existing land use, then yes, it's grandfathered. That means you'll be able to continue an operation. No one's making anyone tear something down. That land use is allowed. So if you have a specific type of business that happens to not be included on the list, don't worry because you can continue operation. The only 2 really common situations that would cause someone to lose grandfathering would be if they chose to tear down their existing business and keep the land vacant to rebuild something new. In that situation, it would have to be a conforming land use and conforming development standards. The other situation is if your tenant or if your business relocates and the property remains vacant without any marketing for up to a year, then after that year is complete, at that point you'd lose the grandfathering. But if you've relocated and you're trying to find a tenant under that same land use and you've been marketing it and it's still continuing being advertised with that use, we still consider that to qualify it for the grandfathering and you wouldn't lose it in that situation. So originally, the proposal for the ordinance changes in the Midtown Corridor District did not include single-family homes or detached residential homes as an allowed land use. And based on the feedback from the community and concerns that were brought up to the Planning and Zoning Commission, at this point in time, they're looking to bring that back in. The limitation that still exists would be to not allow single-family homes immediately adjacent to the corridor, and so that would be South College Avenue and some other of the largest streets in the Midtown Corridor District. So another question that we've been getting since the very beginning of this process, all the way back in 2018, has been how will this affect my property values and my taxes? And the City of Bryan definitely appreciates the challenges that have been happening as other developments have been coming and pressure for growth in especially the north of Northgate district have been occurring for many years. And so we're trying to respond with additional land uses and additional development opportunities for property owners to be able to capitalize on what they have right now. But I do want to mention that the Brazos Central Appraisal District is the entity that's responsible for appraisal of your property values. And so they are the ones that have a little bit more control over this. The last question that we get, and this is really common and we're encouraging this as well, is how can I get involved? And this is a public process. So this is an open forum for discussion about what's coming and how these changes could affect a property owner. So the City of Bryan has many opportunities for you to get involved, ask questions, share your feedback. And we highly encourage you to take part in any and all of them if you would like to. So the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting is going to be on February 4th, and that's in the council chambers at 6 o'clock. And the council chambers are located in City Hall, which is at 300 South Texas Avenue. There's going to be a public hearing where anyone who's present at the meeting is welcome to come and speak on this topic, give their thoughts and opinions. Just remember that the Planning and Zoning Commission isn't able to answer any questions at that point in time. You can also send written feedback, and written feedback can be sent in a couple of different ways. So it could be sent to by email at planning@bryantx.gov. There's also an online form which is on the Midtown website, which is www.bryantx.gov/Midtown. And there's a share your feedback button that you can fill out a quick form, and all of those get sent to the Planning and Zoning Commission as well. If you have any questions, you can send those by online form or email, or you can just give us a call. Our number is 979-209-5030, and there will always be a staff member ready to give you a call back, or hopefully catch your call right when you call and answer the questions that you have about the ordinance or any specific properties that you own in this area and how they could be affected.